Okay, picture this. You are at the absolute bottom of the high school food chain. Every single day is just this brutal, miserable cycle of getting picked on, beaten up, and totally humiliated. Now imagine you're lying on the floor after yet another rough day, and suddenly a glowing video game mission window literally pops up right in front of your face. It gives you a quest, and if you complete it, you get a real-life power-up. What would you do? Well, let's dive right into this because today we are breaking down an absolutely wild story of leveling up in the real world.
Welcome to the explainer for Quest Supremacy. We're going to trace an epic, chronological journey of a high school outcast who goes from absolute zero to a territorial gang boss, all thanks to a mysterious, completely overpowered RPG system. The stakes escalate from awkward classroom interactions to literal interschool warfare, and I'm going to guide you through exactly how it all unfolds.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, The Loser Gets a System.
So, our story starts with our protagonist, Kim Soo-yoon. Some of his friends call him Johnson, but honestly, whatever you call him, the guy is hitting rock bottom. His confidence is shattered, and he spends his days just wishing his life was a bit more like the action webtoons he constantly reads on his phone. But when he first gets the system, his baseline stats are just pitiful. His strength is an E. His speed, also an E. He is literally as physically weak as a person can possibly be. But here is the absolute game changer. His potential is S rank. This is crucial. He might have zero baseline power right now, but his capacity to grow is essentially limitless.
So, how does he actually tap into that crazy potential? Through the mission window. This is the system's core cheat mechanic. The system gives him specific, real-world tasks to do, and in exchange, he gets skill cards. They come in bronze, silver, and gold. And we aren't just talking about little confidence boosts here. These cards grant him literal superpowers, fighting skills, or even permanent physical changes.
At first, though, the system acts like a really weird, embarrassing tutorial. I mean, one of his very first quests is just to apologize to his mom. And the reward? A gold card that permanently makes him 3 centimeters taller. Crazy, right? Then it gives him an incredibly awkward quest where he has to try and get a kiss from a girl in his class. He actually manages to pull off an indirect kiss by drinking her juice, and boom, he gets another gold card. This one completely cures his eyesight, restoring it to a perfect 2.0. Goodbye glasses. But as you'll see, the system doesn't stay this innocent for long.
Moving right along to Section 2, Leveling Up and First Fights.
The tutorial phase ends pretty quickly, and the system starts pushing Kim Soo-yoon into much more dangerous territory. The quests escalate from those awkward social interactions to brutal, unavoidable physical combat. And this brings us to his first real combat upgrade. He receives a silver card that unlocks the F-rank boxing cross punch. Now sure, it's a low-level skill, but for a kid whose previous fighting strategy was literally just curling up into a ball, having the muscle memory and technique of an actual boxer hardwired into his brain, it's a total game changer.
And he puts this to use almost immediately. Confronted by his daily tormentor, Choi Shang-dong, Kim Soo-yoon actually has a strategy. Step 1, he purposefully takes a hit to the nose just to lure the bully in. Step 2, Choi Shang-dong completely lowers his guard, underestimating our guy like always. And Step 3, Kim Soo-yoon activates that boxing cross punch. Bam! He lands a flawless, cinematic counterpunch that shocks everyone in the room and leaves his bully totally defeated on the floor. It is incredibly satisfying.
Which leads us to Section 3, Becoming the School Boss.
Now, defeating a low-level bully is one thing, but the system immediately throws him to the wolves. A new main quest drops with a terrifying 3-day deadline. Kim Soo-yoon has to defeat the school's apex predator, the undefeated boss Gu Ha-jun. And Gu Ha-jun is vastly superior in every single way. The guy is a monster. So Kim Soo-yoon has to use pure strategy in literally every item in his inventory. Step 1, he just has to survive by tanking brutal hits. Step 2, right when he's at the brink of passing out, he secretly eats a system reward, a magical recovery bean that instantly restores his stamina. In Step 3, he pops a temporary extra strength card and just latches on to Gu Ha-jun.
And this brilliantly shows off the power of combining system rewards. 156. That is the number of kilograms of force packed into Kim Soo-yoon's fists. To put that into perspective, his strength card flat out added 100 kilograms of raw force to his punches. He grabs Gu Ha-jun, lifts him up, and with 156 kilograms of unstoppable stat-boosted power, he crushes the school's apex predator in under 5 seconds. The entire school basically watches their biggest loser become the new king.
For taking down the boss, the system grants him something massive, a platinum reward called the Spying Card. This is huge, guys. He now has the ability to see the hidden RPG stats, like strength, speed, and potential, just floating above the heads of anyone he looks at. He can read real-life power levels, which gives him an absolutely massive tactical advantage for what comes next.
And what comes next is Section 4, the Gangbook High School War.
By taking over his school, Kim Soo-yeon has just stepped onto a way bigger chessboard. The narrative completely shifts from a local school brawl to massive territorial warfare. The Gangbuk region is split into 4 major factions. West Gangbuk is now controlled by Kim Soo-yeon, but surrounding him are some serious threats. South Gangbuk is led by the brutal Kang Sik. East Gangbuk is run by the ruthless Han Nojitar. And finally, North Gangbuk, which is controlled by the terrifying and mysterious Jo Yoon. To survive, the system basically forces Kim Soo-yeon to unite the entire region.
To fight a literal war, you need crazy abilities, and the system delivers one of the most bizarre yet totally overpowered skills ever, the Masochism card. I know, the name is wild, but here's how it actually works. Every single time Kim Soo-yeon takes physical damage, his combat stats instantly spike. He can literally let an opponent beat him up, absorb all that damage, and then suddenly hit back with the force of a freight train.
But he knows he can't win a war alone. So, using his spying card, Kim Soo-yeon starts building a loyal crew. He looks at his weird, constantly overlooked best friend, nicknamed Yakuza, and discovers the guy actually has S-rank hidden potential. No way, right? He also allies with Haru, his crush, whose high intelligence makes her a key strategic asset. He's literally forming a team based on hidden metrics nobody else can see.
So the strategy he executes is absolutely crucial. He forms a temporary, super uneasy alliance with East Gangbuk. Together, they invade the south. After an incredibly intense battle where Kim Soo-yeon's crew is pushed to their absolute limits, they manage to defeat South High's leader, King Seok. And the best part? As the spoils of war, they absorb South High's top executives into the west, massively expanding Kim Soo-yeon's growing empire.
But then, everything changes in Section 5, a shocking quest system twist.
Just when things are looking up, the tension completely skyrockets. Because by expanding his territory, Kim Soo-yeon finally brushes up against the untouchable power of North Gangbuk, and he hits the ultimate wall. In a skirmish with the North, Kim Soo-yeon faces one of their executives, a fighter named Daniel, and it is a devastating, emotional gut punch of a fight. Despite all his level-ups, his gold cards, and his tactical crew, Kim Soo-yeon gets completely and utterly destroyed. He realizes that against the monsters of the North, his current stats are practically worthless.
Driven to total desperation, the system grants him a MasterCard. This is a tier above literally everything else he's seen. The card gives him Drain Magic. It is an incredibly broken, overpowered skill that lets him physically grab an opponent and permanently absorb their stats. This is his ultimate trump card, the only way he can endlessly scale his power to level the playing field against the North. But right here is where the entire story flips on its head. As Kim Soo-yeon analyzes the strange, highly calculated movements of North High's leader Jo Yoon, he puts the pieces together. He looks up at the sky and asks, "Are you watching this, Jo Yoon?" And the earth-shattering realization finally hits him. Jo Yoon is so powerful, so predictive, and so monstrous for one reason. Jo Yoon is also receiving system quests.
This massive reveal sets the stage for the ultimate clash of ideologies. On one side, we have Kim Soo-yeon, who started as a bullied loser but uses the system to protect his friends, unite the schools, and build people up. On the other side is Jo Yoon, a tyrant who abuses his system to drain his allies, manipulate the region, and destroy lives just for his own limitless power.
So what does this all mean? 2 players, 1 system. Only one can claim quest supremacy. It's no longer just about taking over high schools. It is a full-blown war between 2 system users with reality-bending powers. Who will survive the final quest? Well, you'll have to read the webtoon to see how this epic clash actually concludes. What an incredible journey from absolute zero to final boss. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep leveling up.